Hi everyone, I'm James. I'm the Executive Director of the English Language Institute at Pace University in New York. Today, I'm going to share some tips for students who are Korean speakers learning English that will help make you more confident and successful using your English skills. I've taught English for over 20 years and have worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of Korean students, so I'm very familiar with some of the areas that Korean speakers need a little extra help with when learning English. And one of them is making sounds. There are some sounds in English that are basically the same in Korean, and some other sounds that don't even exist in Korean. And a couple of them are the V and B sounds. V as in victory and B as in ball are basically the same sound in Korean, but they are different in English. To make the V sound, your top teeth touch your bottom lip. V. To make the B sound, your top lip touches your bottom lip. B. Your lips are together. So V, B. If you do that, you'll make a different sound. A second area is the rhythm of English. There are basically two types of languages in the world. One of them, like Korean, is a syllable-timed language, and others, like English, are stress-timed languages. And we're talking about the amount of time that it takes to say a word, for example. In a syllable-timed language, the amount of time it takes to say something depends on the number of syllables. All of the syllables have the same amount of time given to them. In English, a stress-timed language, the amount of time that it takes to say something depends on the number of stressed syllables. Some syllables are very strongly stressed and some are very weak, and you can hardly hear them or hardly say them at all. So this can affect two things, both your pronunciation and also your listening comprehension. If you are a Korean speaker and you speak English with a syllable-timed rhythm, you can sound very flat. Also, if you don't know about the rhythm and the stress of words and words within sentences, it can be very difficult to hear them sometimes. So my tip is to, when you learn new vocabulary and when you learn phrases and sentences, learn the stress, because that will help you with your pronunciation, but it will also help you be able to hear those words more clearly. We run courses that are both conversation and listening in the same course. So you can actually improve your pronunciation, like the B and V and the rhythm, as well as improving your listening in the same course. And we run those courses in both New York and in Westchester. The third thing is talking about the past. In Korean, there's basically one tense to use to talk about the past. In English, on the other hand, there are a lot of different tenses, and it can be very difficult to know which ones to use. One of the most problematic is actually present perfect tense. It doesn't exist in Korean. The easy way to think about perfect tenses is that perfect means before. So present perfect means before the present. Past perfect means an event in the past before another event in the past. So if you think about it in this way, it can help conceptualize it. You're using to talk about the past, but you're referencing the present. There's lots of different uses for present perfect, but one of the most common is using to talk about experiences. So you're talking about something that you experienced before now, before the present. For more detailed and much more deeper sort of in-depth analysis and learning of all of the different past tenses, I strongly recommend coming and joining one of our grammar and writing courses that, again, we offer both in New York and in Westchester. So, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm James from the English Language Institute at Pace University in New York. Let us know if this video was helpful. Ask any questions in the comments. And you can learn more about our English programs by visiting pace.edu/ELI or sending a message to eli@pace.edu. So thank you for watching. I hope you found it helpful, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.